Alright, hello everybody. So this video is going to be a important video, and it's going to be a video that's going to spread a awareness to something, and it's also a rant because I have like personal opinions about this situation. It's not like a big controversy, it's about a video editing software, CapCut. So if you haven't noticed, or if okay, I'll explain it. So CapCut, ever since the new K-Shot, I have been using CapCut as a video editing software for almost all my videos ever since the new K-Shot. And recently, a recent update happened where CapCut has become more unusable for people who want the easy to free use options because I've been seeing videos where CapCut has been slowly making things that are once free into behind a paywall with their pro features. And most people don't like that because now they have to pay for it when it was free to use. And it's not like CapCut is a company that is in like a financial crisis, because if you look up their net worth, it's going to be like in a good spot, like almost near Nintendo levels of good. So like they're just doing it out of greed. And this hurts a lot of people who just want to easy to use software because they don't want to pay for subscription-based services. And this is another thing that I want to talk about with subscription-based services. And I personally think that subscription-based services have become just the excuse to make sure companies get money out of the product, even though people are purchasing it. And I personally believe that things like this should be a one-time purchase. Because now, like, if you make it like expensive one-time purchase, people would buy it, and then you can just fix it later and add stuff to it, and then you can just increase the price depending on the stuff you add. But however, instead what CapCut's doing, they're just making things that were once free into the pro feature to justify it and to make people just buy it. And it gets more annoying. So I'm going to explain a backstory. So for one of the videos that I've been planning to make, like, I was planning to use the AI voice because during that time when I was editing the video, I was having an asthma flare and I was coughing every 2 seconds. So I decided to use the AI voice, but the AI voice during that time was behind a paywall. And back around 2023, I think, it was once free. So that's an update that was when I caught wind of this situation. But I didn't think about it at this time because, like, it didn't affect me until now, because when I was making a video for college and when I finished the video I was about to export it, it told me that I had some pro features to use, or I was using, and I realized that I didn't want to take it out or re-edit the entire video or buy the pro feature, so I just export it because it allows you to do like one free export and then you have to pay for it. And yeah, and that makes me curious because then I checked my other videos, and all those videos now have a pro feature that I was once using. And these weren't pro features when I once used them in the previous videos, like the rapid video and the derusting video. They both run through the same formula because I was trying to improve my content with promoting the VOD channel and like having a segment where I promote it for a second. And that has become more like it just like makes it harder, and you have to like change the entire thing. And that's what people this is what people hate about CapCut is when you work hard on a video or an edit that takes like hours of fixing and perfecting everything, and then all of a sudden you have to like 98% of that video is like you can't export it because 98% of that video is pro features. It doesn't feel the same because you gotta like redo the video, and that previous video could have been a masterpiece, but now it isn't. And this is exactly the same thing with like when you upload a video to YouTube and then YouTube says it's not okay, and then you check it and they don't explain it, but that's a different thing. And how this format of things that are once free becoming a subscription-based service reminds me of a story when I was in high school. So back when I was in high school, there was this thing called Quizlet, and it allowed you to practice for quizzes and tests. And then all of a sudden, it just became a subscription-based service, and it just rubs people the wrong way because I don't think people like like it when like companies all of a sudden flip the switch of give us money, but they like say it in like the most kind way, like more experience, more fun if you buy the subscription service. It just sounds like it just rubs people off the wrong way because of that. Because it's like they're insulting you, but in a positive way. Like when you go to a website and it says, "We understand that you don't like ads, but we need ads to run our site." But realistically, you could just make the website in HTML and like honestly, they could do that, but like there's other things that we don't know. So back to CapCut, and this whole story got me interested of CapCut being greedy. So I looked up on YouTube. People are saying the same thing about things of, oh yeah, they're making you pay for every like thing that was once free, and that annoyed people because of the reasons that they don't like all of a sudden pay for that one thing because they're used to it being free, and some people don't like subscription based services, and it seems that it's much worse on the mobile version than the desktop version of CapCut. Like I seen a TikTok video where someone is showcasing that you need to use the Pro feature to get better resolution on the videos. That is something that Nintendo would do with Nintendo Switch 2. And then there was another video where it like legit all of like the transitions, text, and everything was just behind the Pro feature. Like, and it's like, and there's like a caption of no matter why people are leaving CapCut or something. And that's another one. And another one is I think this is in the mobile one as well, where the fade in, yes, the fade in feature, the fade in transition where it fades to black, the bread and butter of video editing, is somehow behind a paywall. Like, that doesn't make sense, because that should be free no matter what, because it's literally the bread and butter of video editing software and techniques to make things look cool. They're expecting you to pay for that. And that doesn't make sense, because it should be free. But it's not for some reason. And it just makes it, like, it just shows that CapCut's becoming more greedier every day. And don't get me wrong, like, on one side of me is trying to understand that it is a company at the end of the day. But like I said before in this video, that if they're making like billions of dollars a month and a year, and their net worth is like almost like comparable to Nintendo's, then there's no reason to become more greedier. So like most people would deem this by it being more greedier because of that reason. So there is 4 videos that I have in CapCut that I haven't uploaded yet because I finished 2 of them, which is both Splatoon videos, and 2 of them are 2 new videos that I want to experiment on my channel. And all of them have a pro feature, a new pro feature in it. So I'm currently trying to figure out a way to upload it without like screen recording it, because I'd rather export it because it feels more like newer when it's not screen recorded. But like I might screen record it because that might be an easier way to do it. And I also want to announce like those will be my last CapCut videos after this, because CapCut is probably going to do another update that just makes something that was once free a pro feature, and it's just going to like annoy everyone who is currently using CapCut as a desktop editor. And this also affects mobile. Like they are going to do something so shameful and greedy, and that's probably gonna like bankrupt them in that way. But they're like $1 billion company, so who knows. So yeah, this is gonna be an announcement that those are my last CapCut videos, and I'm switching to a different video editing software. And I encourage you to do the same thing, because once your favorite or most used item in CapCut becomes behind a paywall, you're gonna probably feel the same way and just move on to a different editing software. So that's the entire video, and thank you guys for listening to this rant and / calling out CapCut, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream or video. Alright, see ya.